What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video of formerly known as the American Gaming Network. This is the official announcement of the Contender Gaming Network. This is AGN's rebrand. Something that has been done since October of 2020, so it's nothing really new, just a new brand, a new look, a new name. Other than that, nothing's going to change. So for those of you that are saying, I mean, you already know how it's going to be. There's going to be people out there that are saying, oh, you're rebranding because you had the Oklahoma land fiasco. First off, that had nothing to do with us. That had nothing to do with this rebrand because, like I said, we've been under Contenders since October of 2020, so over a year now, like 16 months, something like that. So this is nothing new. It's something that I knew was coming. It's something that was inevitable, I guess you can say. It's something that back when I started Shark tournaments in 2014, or whatever the first official name was. I know a lot of you remember Shark. When I started it, the idea was to grow something pretty big, and we did that. I did that, and then it was, we spent we spent about 4 or 5 years doing nothing but Call of Duty. I decided it was time to expand. We did. We got into R6, slowly got into Valorant, dabbled in with Rocket League. Now we're in CSGO, we're in Halo, and we've got lots more games on the way. We've got a League of Legends online league coming up. We got FIFA tournaments, and the opportunities are literally about to become endless. Part of the reason we're going with the rebrand is because, like I said, obviously we're going under Contender Esports. They are a LAN center franchise that has I think they'll have like 23 locations open hopefully by the end of 2022, which solves a lot of the issues that I had when it comes to hosting LANs and stuff like that. Now obviously I'm not going to be able to discuss everything in this video because it's so in depth, and just the things that come with it and what we're going to be able to do and things like that. I'm going to try to touch on a little bit, try to make it make sense to some of you, so I appreciate anyone who is, we're 2.5 minutes in and you're still watching, so thank you for that. But I guess the biggest question is, what's going to change? Absolutely nothing. Like I said, we've been running like this for over a year, for 16 months, and nothing has changed. The only thing that's going to change is we can only host LANs at Contender Esports venues, but there's a lot of pros and cons to that. Cons, obviously, we're limited to where we can go, but the pros of that are it solves a lot of the issues that I had. When I wanted to host a LAN event for Chicago, for example, it was, all right, well, I've got to find people with equipment. Okay, well, how much are they going to charge me? Is it worth that? Am I going to get enough teams to cover that? Then it was, okay, well, now I got to worry about the venue. Do they want to do a venue fee? Do they have the right space? Do they have the right equipment? Is there enough outlets? Is the internet good enough? Yada, yada, yada. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I know all the centers are obviously different, all the equipment's different, but they're all capable of hosting LAN events. Now, the size of those LANs are going to vary. The formats are going to vary, and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'll make a phone call and say, hey, are you free this weekend? Boom, hey, CGN LAN. That's exactly what I wanted. When me and Tony and Jeffrey and Fetty and Eric were all talking, it was, if we had this, we could do this. If we had this, we could do that. If we had that, we could do this. I don't have to say that anymore. Anything I could need, I have it. And a lot of that's thanks to the sponsors that you can see right here down below, Glitch, Sector 6, and Paradox. Paradox built me an absolute beast of a PC that you guys can see there. There's my wife. But yeah, so I mean, a lot of the issues we had are now gone. Maybe I can fix the camera back. So, like the LAN part, they Contender needed somebody that could host online tournaments for them to help them grow that way. We needed somebody that we could partner with for our LAN events. Again, it makes sense for both parties. There's a lot behind the scenes that go behind with it. It allows me to not have to worry as much about stuff. I can actually focus on the product and the quality of things like that. Now, obviously, we've struggled a little bit in some departments. COVID kind of screwed a lot up. We weren't able to do our normal business until 8 months ago, something like that, when we brought lands back with the Missouri cod land. Now, not only that, but we've expanded. We're in R6, we're in COD, we're in Valorant, we're in Halo, we're in Rocket League. We're in 6 different titles right now, and I'm trying to figure out the best schedule to intertwine all of those. So keep in mind, 16 months ago when this merger happened, I was basically running COD and Rainbow Six and a little bit of Valorant. Now we're doubled in size. I'm still working out a lot of kinks, trying to figure out the best way it's going to do that. I'm about to reshape our production schedule, our league match schedule, all kinds of different things that will take place on March 1st, so that you guys can, have a better idea of what's going on. We're about to do online tournaments for some games, daily, weekly tournaments for other games. We got Mia running co-eds. FDL and D-Lo are going to help me with COD and Halo leagues. Betty's going production. We have J-Mac and a few other people, Alexi, that are helping me with Rainbow Six. Daniel's helping me with Valorant. Kelly's helping me with Valorant. I hope I don't leave anybody out. I probably will. Chase Cyborg's running social media. Our staff is expanding. It's going to allow me to do a lot more. It's going to free me up to do a lot more. Big and Tall Matt's coming to work with Contender in their Atlanta store. Chris from Rated R is working with Contender in their New York store. So having personal connections with managers that run a few of these Contender esports stores also going to allow me to do a little bit more. So it's at the end of the day, it's all about freedom. It's about trying to make things easier on my end so that I can give you the best quality, no matter what it is. It's going to allow me to do a lot more. Like I said, normally if I was going to host a LAN, I'd have to make all these phone calls and do all these financials and run the back end, and is this going to work, and yada yada yada, help find sponsorships for the event. That's not the case anymore. I make a phone call, I send an email, I've got a LAN booked within 30 minutes most of the time. So it's really, really convenient. But it's also good for Contender. It's going to show a lot of these franchisees and stuff that they can that there's a lot of money to be made in this industry, with LAN events, especially now that COVID's not a thing anymore. So we've got Madden League launching next week on PC, gearing up for NCAA's launching July of 2023. So there's a ton. There's a lot coming. We got a new website. Discord's going to be kind of revamped and stuff. We're rebranding all social media and all that stuff. So it's good. It's nothing bad is going to come to this. And the biggest thing I want you to take away is nothing's going to change at all. The only thing that's going to change is we're going to be doing more tournaments, more leagues, more LANs, more production, more content. The whole nine. The whole idea behind this was more. Free me up to where I can do more. I can pay more. I pay out more. I can do more for my guys. I can do more for you guys, the players. And there's still people out there that still associate AGM with a COVID LAN, whatever. I get it. Hindsight's 2020. Hindsight's always a winner. But at the end of the day, this rebrand is going to help with that just a little bit, which our numbers are still good. But at the end of the day, with it, a lot of it's bigger than yourself. Sometimes, I'm still got the freedom to run AGN. It's a different name, but I'm still running it. I'm still in control of pretty much everything. So, like I said, nothing changes, so you don't have anything to worry about. I'm still at the helm. You're going to meet a lot of new faces. You're going to be able to play AGN online tournaments for free if you go to the venue. There's a lot of stuff in the works, and the biggest thing is, so for instance, just one thing off the top of my head, we're going to be collecting data like your zip code and your phone number, and basically all we're going to use that for is you're going to get first-hand announcements on things coming near you. You're going to be notified when there's a center coming near you, a LAN center. We're going to be able to take that information and say, okay, hey, we have 100 players that live in Atlanta that play Call of Duty, or live within a 100-mile radius of Atlanta that play Call of Duty, versus we have 250 people that live near Lubbock, Texas that play Valorant. When I'm thinking, where am I going to host my next LAN event, I'm not going to put Valorant in Atlanta and put COD in Texas. I'm going to flip it because that's the data. It's what the data shows. So don't feel threatened about me getting your zip code or your phone number or anything like that. It's used to benefit you guys, and that's what all this is about. It's about doing more. It's about being bigger. It's about giving the best quality product we can to you, whether that be online or on land. If any of you have any questions, drop in the comment section below. Message me on Twitter. It's still going to be at AG and Quattro. That's what everybody knows me by. That's not going to change. So you can expect to see all of our social media shuffled around a little bit. The branding and all that will still stay consistent, other than the AG and Twitter and social media and whatnot. It's just going to be this new logo, which I kind of like. Sector 6 will have apparel. Glitch, still 30% off. I got a whole basket full of goodies from them today. You can still get in touch with Paradox. He's going to be coming to set up booths at events. But like I said, guys, the biggest takeaways: more leagues, more lands, more online tournaments. Nothing changes. I'm still at the helm. That's it. That's really all I got. Nothing changes. You know what you're getting. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere.